Welcome to this pipe routing tutorial, guys. In this video we will be learning how we can make this pipeline in SolidWorks and how we can access different components to make this pipeline. First you need to click on assembly and then click OK, and after that this window will get appear. You simply have to cancel it from here and you need to cross it from here as well. Now change the background to plain white for better visualization, and from here you need to specify the units. I'm working in millimeters, so I'm selecting mmgs, and as you can see there is no option available for the piping, so right click here and click on adds in. This is SolidWorks routing. You need to check these two boxes from here and after that click OK. As soon as you do this, this design library will get open, and also in this tab you will easily find piping and tubing options, although there are many other options will get enabled. So go to design library. Let me close it first. In this design library, just expand it, and here we have option available for routing. Then you can expand it. In this routing option we have many other options available, including the piping, so you can expand it, and here we have different components available for piping. So we have option available for flanges as well, and this is slip-on weld flange. So let's begin the pipe routing by dragging it here into this window, and this is many configuration available. These are basically the sizes, so let's select by default and click OK, and you have to save it, so you can save it anywhere you like. By default this window will get appear. You have to check it, and as you can see this pipe will automatically get appeared. You can drag this to increase the length, and if you want to route it you have to select line. From here you need to select line, and basically this is 3D sketch, so when you click here you need to specify the direction. So I'm specifying this direction. Now go upward and now go to right. As soon as you click here the pipe will automatically get appear. So this is the line, and now let's go to design library again. Let's select the same flange, and as soon as you place it here on edge of the pipe it will get the right orientation, and let's select this size and click OK, and as you can see this extra flange will get appear. Since we do not need it, so we will cross it from here, and as you can see now this is a basic pipeline. And if you want to add some other element or other branches, you simply have to select line and make a line here. Let's suppose I want a vertical pipeline here, so I am making a line here. Now go to design library, and if we have to add some components, let's suppose we have to add some reducer, so I have option available here for the reducer. I will just select it and drag it here, and here we have multiple options available, so we will select the right one and click OK. As you can see the reducer is now available in the line. Now if I want to specify the dimension for these lines, I can very easily specify. So let's specify the length of this line as 240, and the next one you just have to click on the line and you have to specify the dimension. For this line I'm specifying 320, and then specify the length for all of these lines one by one. 300. This one I'm specifying as 400, and this vertical branch 250, and this short pipe here I'm specifying the length as 100. So that's how you can very easily specify dimensions in SolidWorks for these pipelines. And if you want to add some other element, let's suppose I want to add this slip-on flange, just drag it here and it automatically gets the right dimension, although you can change it So I do not want any other flange, so I'm crossing it from here. And as you can see it from here, this is very basic 3D drawing. And if you are done making this pipeline, you can simply exit it from here, and after that exit from here as well. As soon as you do it, this sketch will appear. Just hide it very carefully. Just select the line and you can hide it because it looks very bad, and there are no purposes for these lines anymore. Sometimes they have purpose, but in this case they have not any purpose. So if you want to open a part and see how it has been modeled, so you have to open it from here, and this is the flange. And if you want to see how they have been modeled in this software, so you can very easily see it from here like this. Then this is the basically body of the flange, and the bore has been created here, and of course the PCD and the rest of the things. So that's how you can very easily edit it, or if you want to see how it has been modeled, you can very easily see it from here. And similarly you can open each and every part, and this is basically the pipeline. If you want to change the background color, you can change it from here, plain white or any other backgrounds you can specify. So save it from here. This is basically the separate part file, and this is the main assembly file. You can either open this reducer or flange or any pipeline, and you can see how it has been constructed, how they have been modeled by default in SolidWorks library. Cross it from here. So this is very basic tutorial guys for the routing. This tutorial is created in SolidWorks software guys, and SolidWorks offers efficient and accurate routing with automated calculations and interference detection. Beyond SolidWorks, the design library in other CAD softwares like AutoCAD Plant 3D, Autodesk Inventor and PTC Creo also provides robust tools for pipe routing. AutoCAD Plant 3D allows for detailed piping and instrumentation design. Autodesk Inventor offers flexible modeling and simulation capabilities, and PTC Creo provides comprehensive piping and cabling design solutions. Each of these platforms has unique features. So that's all for this video guys. See you in the next video.